Hey guys, Buff from Game Bat today, bringing you a video, and today we're covering another weapon here for Insurgency Sandstorm, that being the P90. So we'll build this thing up, take a look at the recoil pattern for this in game, and then I'll jump into some gameplay with this thing, and we'll go over some real life information about the weapon. So first off, this weapon is a PDW or submachine gun. It can also be considered a compact assault rifle. In real life, it is available for 5 points here for the Insurgents. However, you can get your hands on this for hardcore checkpoint, I believe, on either side as well. But Insurgent's going to be 5 points for the advisor class. So the P90 here, you can see 5 points. We'll select that. And here what we'll do for kit this up, what you'll see in the gameplay, we're going to run the factory circle optic. But you can see you do have 2 custom optics, which are the integral optics that are available in real life here for the P90. And then you have your regular sights. But these 2 are custom optics available for the P90. So this one is a 1x red dot, and this one has a factory circle. So the factory circle is what I use in the gameplay. We'll take a look at that. Put that on. The barrel attachments, we're going to leave this one blank for now, but you have the flash hider, compensator, and then you have a custom suppressor for this weapon as well, available for 3 points. Underbarrel attachment, this is a cool one. We're actually gonna use this, so you can see it extends the barrel out, and you get a custom rail system there on the barrel extender of the barrel. So the barrel extends out versus when I don't have one selected. So here we go. Extends the barrel quite a bit there. We'll go ahead and do the aiming grip. However, one thing to note is the extended barrel does not improve your accuracy or have any impact on your stats for that part at all. You can see the other attachments we have here. But we'll go with the aiming grip. We're going to increase our speed of aiming down sights for the weapon. You can get that or the recoil, both for 3 points. But the weapon doesn't have any crazy recoil, so we can go ahead and do the aiming grip. And then for the side rail mount, we'll go ahead and put on that laser sight for 2 points. So that is our P90 going to be running here. You can see it does have that custom fitted sling strap on there as well. We have the 50 round transparent magazine on there. We cannot increase that at all. And then we have that integral sight there. And you can see where the laser is mounted on the top right hand side of that carrying handle where the integral optics are. So that is our P90. Back out. Take a look at it with our operator here. We have one of my Delta type loadout operators here. This one I designed more so after myself with some of my gear. So pretty cool looking. Go ahead now and we will jump in and take a look at this weapon's recoil. So we'll go ahead and jump down here. Now this thing, you can see you have single and full auto available on this. Our laser is on. So we'll let this thing rip. Full auto, I won't control the recoil. We'll just look at how it climbs. And you can see there the custom the aperture there for that circle dot in the integral sight. You can see that. So here we'll just let this thing rip. So obviously it's going to climb pretty heavily there, but again, not anything that you can't control. In that 5.7 by 28 millimeter NATO round, we'll go ahead now and control this one. So you can see there it has an initial bit of a kick, and then we're able to get everything pretty tight there with that. So nothing crazy, and then we can dump this at hipfire. Pretty cool to note there, that transparent magazine, you can see what your round count is. You don't even need to check your ammo count by holding square. You can see as you're firing, those bullets are in real time going down. So definitely a useful tip. You don't even need to check where you're at there. Go ahead and do a reload, and you can see, there we go. Pretty cool looking weapon. Again, very accurate. You don't need to do anything crazy to control the recoil. And you'll see me dump this a lot in the gameplay. So jumping into the gameplay, we're playing on Outskirts here. So Outskirts is a really cool map here, playing in daytime as Insurgents, and you'll see the gameplay in the back. I'll cut this up a little bit, but this is just a regular checkpoint match, not hardcore. A little bit easier to get some footage that's more action-packed here with a P90. Running around, basically letting this thing just rip full auto for the most part at decent ranges here, but a really good weapon. This thing's a lot of fun to use. It was just added pretty recently with the latest update. I believe it was the end of December, I want to say it was added with the Operation Warlord expansion that came in here at the end of December, I believe it was. And again, really cool weapon here. Now in real life, this thing fires the 5.7 by 28 millimeter. It is a PDW. It can also be classified as a submachine gun or a compact assault rifle. It is manufactured and produced by FN Herstal out of Belgium. And again, that custom 5.7 by 20 millimeter round that they fire, as well as they have it with the FN 57 pistol as well. But a really interesting weapon here with its own integral optics as well. In service from 1990, which is where the phrasing 90 comes from. So the P90 for the year it's been in service. The design period was 1986 through 1990, and like I said, been in service 1990 through present. It is a PDW, select fire carbine, submachine gun, or compact assault rifle. Has seen action in the war in Afghanistan, Iraq War, Mexican drug war, Libyan war, and it is used by police and other law enforcement units, as well as Secret Service around the world. So, manufacturer, as we mentioned, FN Herstal. Number of units built is 17,000 as of 2003. So that number's obviously increased quite a bit now, as we're almost 20 years later here, 19 years later in 2022. So that number has definitely gone up quite a bit at this point. Variants of the weapon are the P90. You have the P90 TR, P90 USG, P90 LV. You have the TR. LV, as well as the USG IR, and then you have the PS, which is more of the civilian version. Again, that's select fire, or single fire, I should say. Now, the mass of the weapon overall for the P90 is going to be 2.6 kilograms, or 5.8 pounds. The length of the weapon, it is a compact bullpup type design with a top-loaded magazine, so that's going to shorten up the length to 19.9 inches, or 50.5 centimeters. The barrel length in real life is going to come in at 10.4 inches, or 26.4 centimeters, with the width of the weapon being 2.2 inches, or 5.5 centimeters. The height of the weapon is going to be 8.3 inches, and like we talked about, it does fire that FN cartridge, that 5.7 by 28 millimeter, with a straight blowback closed bolt action system on the weapon. Rate of fire in real life is going to come in at 850 through 1100 rounds per minute, with a muzzle velocity of 715 meters per second, or 2,350 feet per second. The effective firing range is going to come in around 200 meters, or 660 feet, with the maximum firing range being 1,800 meters, or 5,900 feet. Feed system is that 50-round detachable box magazine. It is top loaded. The rounds are loaded, and they're loaded facing horizontally, and as they are loaded into the weapon to the barrel there, it is spun around. The mechanism is actually pretty interesting. So as the action works, the bullet spins around. There's a little I don't even know how to describe it on the magazine. It basically, the feed tray there spins as it comes out of the magazine and loads the round into the chamber. So really cool magazine design. And again, it is transparent, so you don't need to check your round count. You can see it right there on the weapon. The sights are the built-in sights for this, the integral sights. They are tritium illuminated reflex sights, and they have backup iron sights as well. So really interesting weapon. It is really cool that it does come with its own customized optics for the weapon, which I really like. Now, this was actually developed as a need by I believe it was the U.S. military, or NATO itself, to replace that 9x19 Parabellum round for firearms, things like the MP5 and other pistols like that, firing that 9x19 Parabellum. So this was created in response to that NATO request. So FN came up with this P90 design, which, again, very futuristic design, and also firing that FN customized 5.7 by 28 millimeter round. So really interesting weapon, a lot of fun to use here in Sandstorm. And again, that magazine, very unique magazine, like we said, has a capacity for 50 rounds. I believe, I'm not sure if there's any sort of extenders in real life, but it fits in flush with the weapon tray. And like I said, as that single round is getting loaded in, it's spun and loaded into the feed tray. So really interesting weapon. The ammunition is very interesting as well. Overall, very futuristic weapon, taking into account a lot of state-of-the-art things at the time when it was developed and put into service in 1990. So let me know what you guys think of this, the P90. Have you used it here in Insurgency Sandstorm, as well as other games? It's made an appearance in almost every modernized first-person shooter that there's been, but it is a ton of fun to use here in Insurgency Sandstorm. I'm going to leave you guys with the gameplay. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you're enjoying the content, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Definitely helps out those smaller channels like me. We have other games coming out later this year, specifically Modern Warfare 2, as well as Warzone 2, so we'll be covering that quite heavily when the time comes. And a rumor is we're going to be getting some reveals here upcoming soon for Modern Warfare 2. So go ahead and let me know what you guys think down below. Until next time, this is Buckner Gaming, out.
Going to die, idiot! Why not give up? Get on a flash!
Hey, we're on the objective!
Я перезаряжаю!
Hey, it's too low!
Move!
Secure!
Hey!
Contact!
You're alive? This fucking gun! Ah, shit! I've been shot! I got contact! Move down! Fucking!